Yeah, I mean, yeah, shout out to them as well. All right, so let's discuss, man. So what the hell's going on? And shout out, first off, we had comments already in the chat. Let me shout these people out. First things first, shout out to HR Collins. So HR Collins earlier said that SZA is a known liar. Also, shout out to Thandy. Shout out to Thandy. Thandy said that Nicki is too old for this. She needs to go on holiday in Italy and she needs to retire. Shout out to you, Thandy. We appreciate your comments here on the show. What was I gonna say? It's tough, bro, because what y'all gotta realize, bro, you know, Nicki is a rapper. Besides that, Nicki is a mother. Besides that, ninjas got bills, my ninja. So yeah, we said retire. You need to leave. But like I said, she just came out. Well, she didn't just come out. This probably was, what, like 2 years ago? That was probably 2 years ago. I'm saying it's not really easy to retire as an artist because, you know, the idea is to make music as long as you can because, you know, you can't go back to a regular life. So she got to make money somehow and the bills still got to be paid. And I'm not finna say she's the breadwinner, but I'm pretty sure she's the breadwinner in her current situation because she made money. She made money off them streams. Anyways, let's go to Instagrams. And I do understand your sentiment, by the way. You said that she needs to retire. I understand that as well. It's just tough because she's the queen and you could be the king, but watch the queen conquer. That was corny. That was corny. All right, man. So like I said, they're exchanging words over tweets. Let's see. Should we just go to Twitter? We might just go to Twitter and see what the comments say. I think we finna go. Yep, we'll go to Twitter. We're going to Twitter. We're going to Twitter. All right, let me see how I'm gonna do this. Let me see how I do this. Shiznit. Before we go to Twitter, we'll start with Hollywood Unlocked. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked because I think they got bigger words. I know I need my glasses and shit. Let me see. Boom. Hold on. All right, so here we go. All right, so first things first, let's see. We discussed that earlier where SZA made a response way back when where she said, I don't get it. Neither Rihanna or Ciara can hold a note worth a damn. One's just worse than the other, so what's the beef? Shout out to Thandy. Thandy said Nicki beefed with Ice Spice, Lotto, Cardi B, SZA, Jay-Z, JT, Young Miami, Remy Ma, Lil Kim, etc. Megan Thee Stallion. Bars. That's facts. But y'all gotta remember, bro, when you're at the top, you're gonna beef with people. So look, I always say this. I'm gonna start by saying this. And I've always said this. I've said this in my streams before. Y'all gotta look at the game and understand the game, bro. So look, Jay-Z gave us Kanye, Rihanna, and who was the other protege for Jay-Z? I know Kanye and Rihanna. I can't really remember off the top. It's been a long day. But yeah, so Jay-Z gave us Kanye and Rihanna. And then Lil Wayne and Young Money gave us Nicki and Drake. So look, you see how you said that Nicki beefed with all these people? This is where I say we live in a matrix. Because what are the odds that Nicki Minaj beef with all these women and then we have Drizzy Drake beefing with every other rapper in the industry as well? What are the odds, people? We don't know why it's like this. It's just like this. And even Kanye at one point in time, he beefed with a bunch of artists as well. It's just part of the game. But the thing is, when you're on top of the game, you got to kind of fight for your spot. You can choose to bow out gracefully. And I think J. Cole did that. J. Cole did that with the whole Drake beef when Drake started firing shots. You know, I think he apologized or whatever. And J. Cole, shout out to you. I didn't like when you did that, brother. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Because J. Cole, you know you got the bars to compete with Drake, but you chose not to do so because you wanted to do the light skin shit. Now, shout out to my light skinned brothers. I love y'all. You feel me? I love y'all. I just see my ninja Trey. Shout out to Trey. I see my ninja Trey at the gym today, and my ninja grew his hair out. I cut my hair. He grew his hair out. We was like, damn, what's good? You know, we chopped it up a little bit. But yeah, y'all ninjas like to always bow out gracefully when it comes to the beef. It's okay to beef with people sometimes when it's about competition. So yeah, like I said, I'm saying that to say, I think Nicki beefed with all these people because, you feel me, she's just trying to protect her spot as number one and she's trying to make sure it stays solidified. Now, how she's going about it, I might not agree with, but I like her music more than I like the other girls' music, so I can't really say too much. So with SZA, shout out to her fan base. No disrespect to her fan base. I know Love, Yeah. Feel me? I only know Love with Kendrick Lamar. No, I know Love with Kendrick Lamar. And then the other one that she came out with where she's like, love.
But what the hell, boy?
Yeah, past that, I don't really, feel me? I don't really know her music like that. Now, shout out to her fan base, though. Let's continue. So, it started right here. So, Nicki Minaj said, bitch, you used to be on Twitter dissing Rihanna, Beyonce, etc. But then when it was time to suck dick and get opportunities from them, she drew them freckles on her face and got back to sucking tip, right? Allegedly, like, bitch, stop being jealous of women who you secretly would kill to be in their to be up their assholes. And that's why I like Nicki. I like Nicki because Nicki has a way with words and she can paint a picture. These men putting batteries in y'all backs and y'all stupid enough to still keep it going, not peeping that it's not going to end well for them or you. Buzz off, Bumblebeena. Hey, like I said, I respect it. Let's continue. We got some girl, I guess one of the fans said, baby, you inserted yourself in something that didn't invite you or involve you. You are not the victim. And she was talking to SZA. And SZA said, I wasn't even talking about or to anyone. I just had got off stage talking about retrograde. Niggas added me. The fuck, yes, I'm mad. Now, do you need that? Now, do you need what? What are we talking about? What here? What does that mean? Are you talking about that Glockiana? Are you talking about that sticky? Are you talking about these hands? What are you talking about? Let's dissect. All right, so before that, Nicki Minaj said, bitch damn near broke that man's back and leg. This bitch fat and chubby and skinny at the same damn time. Shout out to Miss Menage or Troy, whatever, Menage a Trois, right? She said, bitch, where are those 30 million streams that disappeared on Spotify like your faux freckles? Hashtag justice for Damori. Hashtag DNow. Botting tweets when you're arguing is just as weird, SZA. It's just as weird as SZA. I don't know, excuse me, who is Damori? Let's figure this out. I'm gonna go to my favorite friend, Google, who now has AI who can help me with my conclusions or help me draw my conclusions. Google's like my personal friend now. Let me see. And let us know what you think in the comment section, people. 1 second. So let's see. Why are SZA and Nicki Minaj beefing? Based off of the AI overview, Nicki Minaj and SZA are currently involved in a social media dispute stemming from Nicki Minaj's criticism of SZA's singing voice and subsequent involvement in a dispute involving Roc Nation CEO Desiree Perez. Okay, so now we know. So this escalated after SZA seemingly responded to Minaj's initial tweet, leading to a back and forth exchange with insults and accusations. Here's a more detailed breakdown. The trigger. So Nicki Minaj initially criticized SZA's singing voice, which led SZA to respond, seemingly dissing Minaj's comments. Escalation. Minaj then attacked SZA's appearance and personality using hashtags related to Desiree Perez's legal troubles, which SZA initially ignored, calling it weird shit you poppin'. Social media showdown. The exchange escalated with Minaj making further personal attacks and SZA defending herself. And I mean, this is ongoing, people. You know, AI does this thing where it talks in the past tense, but this is ongoing. And shout out to Ayo. Ayo said, Google's the homie and Nicki's funny as fuck, but she do be hating. Now, I mean, it's tough for me. Like I said, I'm a bit biased in this situation. I'm not a barb, but I do rock with Nicki. But I came up listening to Nicki. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna side with Nicki. Shout out to Thandy. Thandy said it best. She said she's wrong for calling SZA ugly. Now I hear you. I hear you. She didn't have to do that much, but you know how women get. Women get catty. Shout out to the ladies. Ladies, are you in here? Y'all know what it is, man. sometimes emotions fly and everybody start getting catty. Everybody get a little prissy. It is what it is, Ninja. It is what it is. Let's see. So the exchange escalated with Minaj making further personal attacks and SZA defending herself, even sharing tour revenue screenshots to counter claims of lesser success. Minaj's ongoing feuds. This incident is part of a larger pattern of social media feuds for Nicki Minaj, who has recently been involved with disputes with Jay-Z and Megan Thee Stallion, according to Billboard and Rolling Out. SZA's response, while initially dismissive, eventually engaged with Minaj's insults, sharing screenshots and defending her success. Shout out to Justin. Justin said, "No, Nicki's messy, and even the humble female rappers from the past said the same thing." Yeah, Nicki is a bit messy, but y'all gotta realize, bro, based off of what I know about Rock Nation, because we discussed that in one of my streams, the problem is, if what she's saying, if parts of what she's saying is true, the problem is, guys, that somebody, and I'm not finna say their name because I don't want to be sued, somebody owes her $200 million, Ninja. Do y'all understand? Bruh. Bro, that's like y'all going to a job, right? Listen to me, hear me out, because I understand everybody's sentiment. But if somebody owe you, like, let's say if you was an artist and you did some work for a label, and the check came out to, you did enough work to somehow, some way come out to $200 million. Do y'all know how much $200 million is? And they don't want to pay you, right? So boom, they don't want to pay you, okay? They don't want to pay you. Do y'all realize what kind of slap in the face it feels like when somebody owe you some money and they don't want to pay you? It's because y'all ninjas never been in the streets, Ninja. Somebody owe you money and then they giving away money to somebody else or helping somebody else succeed while you sitting there stuck on stupid at the crib because, yeah, you had your time and them ninjas still owe you $200 million. Are you guys okay? Are you okay? Anyways, let's continue. Where was I at? Was I on Instagram or was I on TikTok? Yeah, I was on Instagram. Let me see. All right, so yeah, she said justice for Damori, and that's what she was talking about. She said botting tweets when you're arguing is just as weird as SZA. Let's see what else. What did she say? She said, I don't know what she said right here. We got to go take it to Twitter. We're going to take it to Twitter. And like I said, I understand everybody's sentiment. They saying Nicki messy. Ninja, let somebody play with your money, Ninja. Watch you turn to a thug. Watch you turn to a thug. Somebody start playing with your money. You're going to be on 10 too. Let me pull up Twitter. 1 second, y'all. And also answer the poll and hit the like button, people. Answer the poll and hit the like button. Let me see. 1 second. Where we at? Damn, I'm telling you, I'll be going blind. I can't see. Okay, here we are. All right, let me pull up Twitter and let's see what's going on. Let's see what the comments say. I live for the comment section. It makes me laugh. I don't even care about the post sometimes. I care about the comment section. Twitter.com. All right, let me see. 1 second, y'all. Yeah, my Twitter. Yeah, I stay away from Twitter. Twitter's dangerous, people. I'm scared to even go pull up my stuff because I don't know what I look up, Ninja. I'll be scared because I'll be looking up stuff on Twitter. My bad, y'all. Those are my hotkeys. Yeah, I look up stuff on Twitter. If you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't, Ninja. And if you don't, it's okay. All right, so let's see what's popping off. Shout out to the queen. Look at the pink. Now, I ain't finna say nothing because her ninja probably trying to do me in. But shout out to Nicki Minaj for looking how she looks. And shout out to SZA too. SZA's pretty too. Yeah. Let me see. All right, so we have Nicki Minaj reposting somebody saying, congrats, SZA, you played yourself, because she said she was talking about retrograde. And it's like, are we in Mercury retrograde? We are not currently in Mercury retrograde, period. So shout out to, what's this ninja name? Shout out to H.R. Collins. That's why H.R. Collins had put earlier in the chat that SZA is a known liar. Right here, we just debunked right here that she was lying about that retrograde, whatever the fuck she was talking about. That's why this ninja right here said that SZA's a known liar, because right there, she just lied about that. And for those of you who don't know what I'm referring to, I'll show you, because sometimes I talk a bit fast. Let me slow it down for the people in the back, and I'm one of them. If we go back right here, she said right here, I wasn't even talking about, she said I wasn't even talking about or to anyone. I just had got off the stage talking about retrograde. Caught you.
What the hell, boy?
Caught you right there. I be trying to tell y'all, bro. Don't, we call it in the city 1 foot in and 1 foot out, Ninja. Don't what do they say? Don't throw a rock and then hide your hand, Ninja. Ninjas don't like that kind of shit. Let's continue. Let me see. Let's go back to Twitter or X. Where we at? Let me see. Twitter. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Here we go. All right, so let me see. Shout out to Ayo. Ayo said, sounds like then Nicki's taking out her frustrations on someone who doesn't deserve it. And she said, I'm partial to Nicki too. I feel you. Shout out to Ayo. I feel you, Ayo. I feel you. So she might be taking out her frustrations on the wrong person, but naturally what she's doing is what we all do on social media. We make noise. So for example, you know, I do my show. The way I try and do my show, I got to have the thumbnail and then I got to talk about the other stuff. And I got to pray that everybody stays through the whole show, knowing everybody's not going to stay. I got to catch everybody's attention. So, I mean, it's par for the course. That's the way I look at it. So Nicki said, what an odd little weirdo. She said, do you know the level of hate inside for yourself you have to be this much of a cunt for no reason? A woman you later worked with. Now you want to act like you're a motherfucking tarot card. Bitch, quiet or quit. What an odd little weirdo. Yeah, me personally, it sucks because I pop shit about people on the show, but I love everybody. Shout out to Tay. Tay said that SZA should have kept her mouth shut. Let's see. So right here, Nicki said that she used to be on Twitter dissing Rihanna, etc. But then when it was time to suck Zick and get opportunities from them, she drew them freckles on and got the sucking, right? Allegedly. Stop being jealous of women you would secretly kill to be up their assholes. These men putting batteries in y'all back. I read that one already. Here we go. SZA said Beyonce looking more and more like Madonna every day. Could have swore she was black at one point, just saying. And that was in 2011. Ninja. Damn. 2011. Ninja. Ninja.
Oh my God, no way.
Well, I'm gonna just let y'all know, bro. Let me just hold on. Can I say something right quick? Ninja, when this shit blow up, you guys are going to see things about me. I apologize ahead of time. First off, I'm not, I ain't say nothing crazy, but I done did some crazy shit, Ninja. I done try to beat ninjas up. Like they got me on camera, Ninja, pulling up on ninjas talking about what's good, my ninja, what's good. Like I was gonna beat them up. I don't know if they got me flashing the Glockiana. You feel me? I'm just letting y'all know. They got me on camera rapping and sounding terrible, sounding corny. They got all that, Ninja. Okay, they got all that. So I'm just letting y'all know in the future when y'all see it, don't be shocked, because I'm not going to be shocked. So yeah, that was in 2011, Ninja. 2011, my Ninja. 2025, I'm doing math in my head. That was 14 years ago, Ninja. Jesus. Who goes that far back? Jesus. I don't even remember what I said in 2014. This was another one from 2011. She said, I don't get it. Neither Sierra, and we already discussed this one, neither Rihanna or Sierra can hold a note worth a damn. One's just worse than the other, so what's the beef? Yeah, Ninja, I don't know how people could go that far back. Nicki got a problem coming up fast. Okay, now this is where it comes from. Damn, Ninja's holding grudges, Ninja. Yo, this is 20. Oh, shit, I almost blocked Nicki Minaj. No, I ain't mean to do that. It says Nicki got a problem coming up fast. Shorty right here goes at Iggy Azalea, my word. So now I'm starting to understand why Nicki is mad. Nicki is mad because, or at least I personally feel like, right? I personally feel like Nicki's mad because, SZA puts on a front. And I'm not saying that she does. I'm saying this is what it looks like. Because if we know Iggy Azalea, you know that Iggy Azalea is, we gonna call her a snow bunny, right? Shout out to the snow bunnies. You know I love you, snow bunnies. Shout out to the snow bunnies and shout out to everybody who's seeing new stuff. I'm seeing this in real time too, people. I do not plan this. I do it in real time so that way it comes off better. So we all share the moment together. So yeah, I'm seeing these tweets as well. This is all new to me, especially because they're from 2011. But anyways, yeah, so Iggy is a snow bunny. So she said Nicki got a problem coming up fast. Shorty right here goes. So I think the problem that Nicki has is that she feels like SZA be fronting because SZA's always around Kendrick Lamar. And if you know my ninja Kendrick Lamar, in the famous words of Kendrick Lamar, Ninja, they not like us, Ninja. They is not like us, Ninja. So in the same breath that SZA saying they not like us, and You know, we had people crip walk into that shit and all these kind of things. We have SZA saying that Beyonce looking more and more like Madonna every day, which makes no sense now.
But what the hell, what?
Could have swore she was black. Now it's looking like, okay, so low key, you putting on a front. Neither Rihanna or Ciara can hold a note. What's the beef? Yeah, it sound like you hating. Let's see. So Nicki Minaj reposted. The whole issue is SZA coincidentally came on Twitter talking about not taking bait and a retrograde that's not even happening after not tweeting since June, until Nicki spoke out about her manager who's been harassing Nicki literally since 2012. Okay, so there you have it. There you have it. There you have it. Let me see. She said hit that auto-tune button, Miss Meek and Mild Freckles, man. Always talking about these black and milds make a ninja want a black and mild, ninja. Chill, ninja. Chill. Y'all made me want a black and mild, bro. I put the cigars down, but y'all making me want a black and mild, bro. All right, so let me see what's going on here. Now, shout out to SZA. Oh, this ninja, he drawing the freckles on. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Them freckles make her look sexy, though. Them freckles make her look sexy. Shout out to Tay. Tay says SZA is looking more like an alien everyday. Hashtag not natural, very insecure. Hey, ninja. I leave them girls alone, ninja. I be trying to stop all the girls from getting BBLs. They don't listen to me. I tell them all the time, hey, ladies, don't do it. Shout out to Ayo. Ayo knows. I tell Ayo all the time. I be like, bro, them BBLs ain't it, bro. Because you look better. So look, SZA, I mean, she's sexy now, but did y'all see the original SZA? Original SZA is beautiful. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Can I pull it up? Let me see. All right, I got this one. I'm gonna use this one. Hold on, guys. Let me make this smaller. Watch this. Let me make this smaller. Watch this. I'm gonna show y'all something. The original SZA, make me salivate in my mouth, ninja. Jesus. For real. For real. SZA before surgery. Look. Originally, you know why? Because she looked normal. Shout out to her. But then again, I'm not one of these ninjas. I'm not the ninjas that you used to seeing on the internet. So, you know, the things that look black, like black attributes, you know, I said this multiple times on my stream, people. I said, you know, we all should find attractive the things that look like us. So me personally, I like big noses and shit like that. I know you guys might look at me weird. Sorry. But yeah, I like women. I like black women with big noses and like the different shades of chocolate. Shout out to Glorilla, who also got nose surgery too, ninja. Crazy shit, people. Crazy shit. But that's just me though. Like I said, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, because at the same time, I like white women and I like Latino women. I like people who look like themselves, ninja. That's just it. That's just me. But yeah, I like SZA before. After, I mean, yeah, she looked good, but she looked more like her before. And then afterwards, she still looked good, but it's just like, because look, this is her before. And then this is, you know. But I digress, because I don't want her to turn around and come kill me afterwards 10 years down the line after I turn around and said these things, because I was just being honest. And she ain't like what I had to say, so let's continue. All right, let me see. Google said catch it. It says Nicki Minaj is generally considered more successful than SZA based on career longevity, album sales, and the impact on the music industry, particularly within the rap genre. While SZA has achieved significant success and acclaim, particularly in recent years, Minaj established dominance, particularly as a female rapper, and surpassed SZA's current achievements. Here's a more detailed comparison. And then she put it down. She said that this bitch put out a whole new album as a deluxe to an already existing album that was out for like a year or two, so the original album could break records. Like, what in the insecure lack of morals and integrity are you doing? I thought she was the real artist. Girl, bye. Yeah, guys, I mean, the game's already been cooked. The game been cooked. The reason why the game's cooked is everybody trying to be number one, but everybody's cheating to go number one, and that's a whole nother conversation for later. And then she posted this 2 hours ago. She said, wait, does SZA think she's more successful than me? LOL, y'all catch me up, please. SZA, if every song you've ever done vanished right now, the music business wouldn't even miss you. I've been to countries that never heard of you. I know you're not that stupid, are you? Stadiums, did you look at the venues I played on my own headline festival tour out of the country last year? Bitch, have you ever headlined to 80,000 people? Bitch, what have you ever done besides yodel with auto-tune that needed retuning? Okay, I see what's going on. It's trying to one of my hotkeys. Yeah, that's wild, bro. She be turning up. Boo, I'm an icon. You're not the end. Pay that man for almost breaking his back. Why didn't you speak up when your executive was bullying and harassing me? You dirty mangy cunt. Sorry. I didn't say that. She said it. These bottled numbers on all platforms have y'all losing y'all mother effing minds. You're the type that would have been quiet in school trying to fit in. You still have no clue who you are. I know you went nights without washing that musty face. Bitch, how you remember exactly where every freckle go? What's wrong with... Hey, bro. Yo. Miss Nicki Minaj. Chill, sister, chill. Desiree Perez, we want to... Shout out to Ayo, bro. I said the same thing, bro. I'm like, yo. Ninjas wonder why I'm cold out here in these streets, because this is how people feel in their head, bro. This is what goes on. The method behind the madness in their brain, bro. They turn up. But yeah, that's why I tell y'all, bro, don't come for people, bro, because if you come for the wrong person, that ninja just might turn up on you. And that's why I tell the men specifically, like, shout out to my ninjas. I love all of y'all. But when y'all turn around and tell me how y'all don't like my show, bro, as a man, bro, I get so irritated because I'm like, bro, if you don't like me and you don't like what I'm doing, why do you need to let me know? Like, keep it to yourself. You could talk shit, but it made me want to put hands on you. But besides the point, I digress because, you know, my parents taught me, shout out to my stepmama, she said, if somebody has the power to move you with their words, then you're weak-minded. So always maintain control. So I try to maintain control, and that's some free game, people. That's some free game. And constructive criticism is good, but only when it's constructive. If it's just unnecessary criticism, that's where I get annoyed. She said, justice for Damori Desiree Perez. We want to discuss your daughter's lawsuit. And did you do your deposition? Oh, okay. She said one thing, shout out to Armand Wiggins. Armand said one thing Nicki is going to do is entertain us. What will we do when she's gone? Nicki Minaj said, this is what they be wanting when they release music. Speak on me or about me at your own risk. When I'm discussing the abuse I've suffered at the hands of any man, if you as a woman choose to get in the field, you're going to leave bloody, figuratively speaking, of course. And that's why I tell y'all ninjas, I say this all the time. It get real in the field, my ninja. Okay? It get real in the field. So y'all be careful what y'all do and what y'all say to these people, because some people may not have the same sentiment as you, and some people may not be as nice as you. Ladies, I'm specifically talking to you because women are very catty. And I always tell y'all, I personally think women are more dangerous than men, because women can manipulate each other and women can manipulate men into committing violent acts, right? Violent acts of harm towards other people. And I love ladies, don't get me wrong. I love the women's. But like I said, I'm somewhat of an educated man, so I'm aware of what's going on. So because I'm aware, I always err on the side of caution. So she said, I'll expose more of your lies, and I'll tell y'all all the time I play the long game. So while y'all celebrated insignificant wins and fake laugh for hours, God was already working. Sit this out. Trust. Ego won't win this one. The truth is here. And the truth is the truth. It doesn't change. The lies and deceit and abuse of power ain't gonna cut it no more. Oh, she was saying it like hit the road, Jack. No more. Shout out to Ayo. Ayo said it's a lot of older male rappers squashing they ish in their older years, and I hope one day Nicki, Remy, Cardi would squash they ish one day as legends, but I can see that's a negative never. Yeah, man. I mean, hey, bro, it just depends on what it is, cause you know what it comes down to is, I think Nicki Minaj is born in December, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm a December baby myself, but let me just go make sure of that, because I'm not entirely sure. I got to make sure. Let me see. And if she is, it reinforces my point if you believe in zodiac signs. Nicki Minaj birthday. Yeah, December 8th. So I'm going to tell y'all some real game. I'm born December 11th. Shout out to me. Let me do y'all one even more crazy. Shout out to Papa Black. For those of you who don't know, Papa Black is my dad. My dad's actually born December 8th. Can you imagine? Yeah. So one thing I can tell you about December people or Sagittarius people, if you believe in zodiac signs and that kind of shit, one thing about us is we try to be nice, but we hold grudges, and we don't hold grudges on purpose. Like, we'll squash it with you, but we are very emotional creatures, right? So we feel things a bit differently. Like, even me, my dad always used to tell me when I was younger that I'm very over dramatic, if you will. Which is cool when it's being performative, but a lot of times it gets annoying. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, we kind of hold grudges and shit. We don't like that shit, bro. When you try and do us dirty, I'm telling you, when it comes to that money, Ninja's not playing about their money, my ninja. Ninjas is not playing about their money. I don't play about my money. Don't play about yours. And I always tell people, you don't have to do as I say. Don't copy me. You don't have to have the same sentiment, but I always make suggestions. And yeah, like I said, she probably affected. Both parties are affected, but what it comes down to is, yeah, it's just, I'm thinking it's the whole thing with Jay-Z and all of that's related because they all work for the same people. And the way the industry works, people start to kind of like blackball you and shit like that. That shit is annoying, bro. It is annoying. She said, let me see what else. She said she looks like she got stung by a bee. ... Draw my freckles on, my fake freckles. She said, liar, liar, pants on fire, you sound like a dead dog. Let me see. She said, what's fucked up is that the pawns always go out sad, broken, cursed. Most of them never even knowing they were pawns. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. I ain't know that Nicki got the, you know. She said, child, the projection is loud today, so that's where it started. So 5 hours ago, this is where it started, and now here's where we're at. Should I refresh this page? Let me see. Why does Nicki Minaj have 6,606? Why does she have 66666 following? What's wrong with this lady?
What the hell? My God, no way.
All right, Miss Nicki Minaj, you're scaring the people. Chill. She said, bye-bye, pumpkin. Let me see. Somebody said, a miserable, passive-aggressive weirdo. And then Nicki said, exactly. We gonna call the bitch Mizza. She been miserable going on 2 decades. So now SZA's name is Mizza. And that was an hour ago, people. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Let me see if there's anything else on Instagram. 1 second. Was there anything else I needed to cover? Shoot, I guess that's pretty much it. That's it for tonight's show, people. Y'all know what it is, man. Spam Team Barb or Team SZA in the chat. Right now to vote, this is where the poll is at. So the question was, chat, whose side are you on in this back and forth? Vote and tell us what you think and why. We have 44% of people Team Barb, and that's where it comes down to, Ninja. They sided with Nicki, Ninja. Ninja. We had 35% Team SZA, and we had 21% I'm just here for the comment section. And shout out to Ayo. Ayo said, you're not lying. My stepson is a December 13th, and yeah, no, LOL. He don't F with people anyways. And I really don't F with him, LOL. Yeah, I mean, I'll be trying to tell y'all, like, as Sagittarius people, we cool people. We're cool to the people that are cool to us. Other than that, we leave people alone. Past that, shout out to you if you tune in, man. Shout out to the Adams. Shout out to the Eves. Shout out to the Barb. Shout out to the SZA Collective, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit the like button and subscribe for more. Y'all take care. Y'all be safe out here in these streets, people. Stay dangerous, my ninja. Stay dangerous. Yes, sir.
You think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man.
This is the Adam effect.
I love them ghetto bitches.
Yeah.
It's black, baby.
This one for the bad bitches.
What up, mama?
Pull up to the front of the club, please. Form a circle.
Tell me what I gotta do, girl, to take you home tonight. Yeah, I'm on my player shit.